All right, let's go. Oh, I'm sitting too high up on my new chair. Haven't showcased it yet, but I do have a Razer chair now.
Oh wow!
How exciting!
Gamer chair.
Gamer chair. It was a gamer chair, but now it's more gamer chair. You know, like extra gamer chair.
Mine's not very gamer at all. It's just like standard office chair.
I need to adjust the webcam.
What is that? What is that banner? They got a Roblox Pokemon card.
What?
The banner on the team.
Oh yeah.
Lando Norris fan club.
Oof and hack. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. I got. I bought a laptop, and that laptop came with a gaming chair, so I thought it was a good deal. So yeah, it's really comfortable as well. Anyway.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought this laptop, and it came with a really good laptop, a chair, a keyboard, headset, mouse, and rucksack, and a water bottle. Yeah.
That's absurd.
I know. I was like, this is a pretty good deal, and I found it because I was talking to one of my year 12 students. And I was like, oh, you've got a new laptop, looks really good. And he was like, oh, sir, let me tell you about this deal. And then he sent the email link to me, and then an hour later I bought it. So I was like, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And the laptop's really good. Had a 2080 in it and everything. I'm just going to very quickly adjust my webcam, make it like tilt down a bit. You can start analyzing those draft bands.
I expect to see a Snapfire in the first phase. These are pretty standard. Shaman and Grimstroke. Grimstroke's really good, but Snapfire's been pretty popular at the moment. Silencer ban, I'm not sure what that's about. I guess the last game was a bit rough for the Silencer. Ollie, you didn't cast, did you? But the Ollie Silencer last game was pretty monker. So I guess
no,
they just
I didn't see the Wednesday one. Okay.
Yeah, I guess they decided. Yeah, he had a pretty free game.
Okay.
And a Morphling. Although Centaurs made it through, I imagine to see that picked. Oh, and the Snapfire. So there we go.
To share the link to the laptop I bought. That's a good point. I'll do that if people want. I'll show it. Show the link. See if I can find it first. It's still on. Yeah, here we go. And it tells you everything it comes with. Does it still come with the chair?
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, have they taken off the free chair from the link?
Oh no.
It still has a free keyboard, mouse, headset. I think they've taken away the free chair. But you know the chair was worth £500.
Yeah, chairs are expensive.
And it was a really good. They've taken off the chair deal, and the chair itself was £500. And they've taken it off.
Chair.
I do. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, Snapfire and Lich. Lich is definitely for Oak.
Is that an Oak hero? I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah. So Oak plays a lot of support heroes, but also can play mid. But I know Lich is one of her sort of main heroes. And Rubik, usually Nat's hero, but picked by the Dire team. So that's kind of both supports already.
It's a max hero as well.
Yeah, we have lots of good Rubik players, not just Nat, but Nat's maybe more signature than other people.
Yeah.
But that's revealing both your supports quite early, and they've just done the same on the Radiant team, except 2 strength supports on the Radiant.
That spirit's pretty good though. I like that. Juju Amroids both play it.
They've got 2 quite durable supports. Well, Snapfire's medium durability, but Earthspit is a very, very hard to kill hero with lots of built-in health. Yeah. So I think that's a good pick. Going to definitely cause a lot of disruption in team fights. Can easily assassinate.
They both have a little bit of maneuverability as well, which can be useful.
Snapfire's got a little bit. Earthspit has endless amounts practically. What's the cooldown of his roll? Like 5 seconds? 6 seconds?
I think it's 4.
4 seconds. Whoa.
Is
it one of those scaling ones?
Yeah, it scales really well.
Let's have a look. Earth Spirit Dota 2. So Rolling Boulder goes
16,
down
12,
4.
8, 4.
But it starts at 16. Interesting. So it starts with a very long cooldown. Your bed's not made. Oh, Ollie's picking up on that.
Shake my head. Luke's bed not made. It's half made.
Is that made?
Yeah,
I don't really get the obsession.
There's a like underneath, so it's just like.
I don't get the obsession with making beds. Like all you have to do is like 3 seconds of moving the duvet and it's made. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
never really cared.
I sleep in it again tonight. So
yeah, I make the bed just to pretend that I'm a functional adult. You know, trick myself. So.
I see. I don't need the fakery.
Yeah, you're confident.
I'm confident that I'm not a functional adult. I don't need to pretend.
Good. Karen agrees. Yeah. Okay, so lots and lots and lots of cores being banned. Literally 6 cores in the second ban phase.
Yep. Gyro, Void, PL, all pretty popular at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure about Void. Like, I think not backtrack, what's the second one called? Time dilation got really improved.
Yeah.
But the rest of his skills are pretty much always as they have been. And he never was that good before.
With Snapfire being popular, Void kind of pseudo becomes popular.
True. Snapfire is, in my opinion, one of the best combos because a Snapfire without any support, any items at all, can still do about 2,000 fire damage into a chrono.
It's insane.
Fire damage? That's not a type, is it? Magic damage. Not playing Pokemon.
There's Centaur. Centaur slipped through to 7th phase, which is interesting, given they banned like Slark, which I would say is not very high priority at the moment.
Seen Centaur's popularity's gone up a bit, but I don't know what they changed about him that made him really good. Because I really like playing Centaur.
He made his stats a lot better in lane, I think.
Okay.
He's really tanky early on.
Dire Lifestealer, Radiant Snipe, Lifestealer. Yeah, okay. So you were on it, weren't you, Ross, in chat? So Lifestealer is very good against Centaur. Now that he does percent damage as well, and he can get open wounds Agshard, which gives him even more percent damage. So combining that together, Centaur also, I struggled with this when I play Centaur, which is why I tend to go phase boots on him, which I'm not sure if the correct way to play him, but he has very, very bad armor and very bad agi gain. So even with phase boots, you're still running around with like 10 armor, and then Lifesteal will just take massive chunks of your HP away. So
and the animation for Who Stomp is any good Lifestealer player will be able to just press rage. So
yeah, and even if you fake cast it, he'll still rage anyway, and he's got like 6 seconds to hit you.
To just eat you, yeah, so it doesn't matter. You can't do much. And now, also, with those two supports, this Lifestealer presses rage, and the supports are just useless.
Yeah, you have to ult away from this. Ursa, okay, Ursa is really good against Lifestealer, because Lifestealer cannot man-fight an Ursa. Ursa will tear him apart. Very quick counterpick with Veno. They didn't even think about that. Royce just saw Ursa Veno.
Yeah.
I actually, controversially, I've played not a lot of Veno. I played Veno Pos 3, and I played against Ursas. I think Veno is not as hard a counter to Ursa as people might believe. Maybe I'm wrong, but Veno's attack range is terrible. And if Ursa can close the gap and has any lockdown from his allies, let's say Earth Spirit locks him down or something like that, not Earth Spirit, other team, like Rubik picks him up, the Veno puts him closer, something like that. You can kill a Veno so quickly. Yeah, Veno can slow you, but slow is not a stun, and Veno is a slow hero himself, and he's being slowed by Ursa. Enough time for Ursa to get a few hits in. Later in the game, Ursa's got a blink dagger, blink on the Veno. I just feel like you do have perma slows, but Ursa can purge the slow with his ultimate. And
the new shard just presses Q.
Yes.
And purges it as well.
Does that purge? Because I know it creates him rage on you, but does that immediately apply Dispel?
Yeah, it applies just because it's a short duration.
Are you telling me he has a shard which gives his not an Agnum Scepter, a shard which gives his Earth Shock a self dispel? Because that is ridiculous.
I think so, yeah.
That is so ridiculous. It's just the ability to just constantly dispel yourself for 1,400 gold. My god, that shard's too good.
Every 7 seconds.
What's that brown thing against Somewhat's wall next to his wardrobe?
10 seconds remaining.
It used to be some sort of fireplace.
Okay. Boarded up fireplace, is it?
Yeah, it's like a boarded up fireplace.
Okay. Ursa's ult doesn't dispel. It does a self-dispel, doesn't it? Or am I wrong? I thought it did a basic dispel, Ursa's ult. Or was I wrong? I thought it did.
I thought it did as well.
I know Abaddon's ult does. Maybe I'm mixing them up. Double look. Maybe
removes any existing debuffs. Yeah, dispel type, strong dispel. Yeah.
Oh, strong dispel. But you can't use it while in stun. You have to get Ag.
Unless you get the yeah, you have to get the Ags. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still a strong
applies
dispel.
A strong dispel. Yes. So does that mean the shard applies a strong dispel? That's the question.
Yeah, I think so.
Does not provide dispel Ursa on cast, unlike in rage. No, it says.
Oh,
there
okay,
we go. Okay, better, balanced, more balanced. You get the damage reduction. Yeah, from in rage you get the status resistance, but you don't dispel yourself. Good. That's more balanced because I was thinking that seems a little bit dumb. So good. All right.
5 seconds.
Teams need mid heroes. We've left mid till last. Storm Spear.
Doom and Razor still though. Yeah.
Maybe they're not convinced. I can't see any Radiant heroes going mid, really, or Dire heroes. I think the lanes are going to be Rubik Centaur, Ursa Lich, Earth Spirit, Veno, Lifestealer, Snapfire. They're pretty obvious lanes so far. It's a very simple draft. I'm just waiting to see mid heroes. Against Rubik Centaur, Ursa Lich, I would like to see. I think you could do a Queen of Pain on the Radiant. That'd be quite annoying to deal with. What else could you pick? Maybe
you want something with a bit of...
there you go, Necrophos.
There you go, Necro.
Yeah. Necro
more damage for that Centaur.
Good against Centaur, yeah. And also, if you can get Ursa below half and he's not got Enrage up, you just delete him as well. So, also, Ursa can't do a lot when Thanks for the resub, Ollie. 8 months, cheers. Noob team. Are you saying noob team to your own team or to the enemy team? Necrophos' Ghost Shroud means Ursa can't do anything to him.
5 seconds
Like, you just sit there in Ghost Shroud and Ursa's like, just sitting there with his claws out. And Ursa's not going to rush Nullifier, is he? So,
He might get zapped pretty hard by Rubik, though.
yeah,
And
you
what
do.
spell he has as
But I
well.
think Necro's tanky enough, right? He'll go a hood. So, Necrophos has always been a good mid lane, and he got buffed a bit further because he got some extra regen on the Heartstopper aura last hitting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Typically, like I played against the Queen of Pain, who was the Divine as well as Necrophos. I didn't struggle. You now have the runes you can access, like the Water Rune, as well as they buffed the regen you get. You can just out tank the harass. I'm wondering what mid really will destroy Necrophos. Shadow Fiend is one of the best against Necrophos, in my opinion. One of the best. Will they run a Shadow Fiend? Ollie's played a fair bit of Shadow Fiend
Into
recently.
Lifestealer? Shadow Fiend doesn't really touch Lifestealer.
Not, but the rest. Like if you beat Necrophos in lane, you'll delete a
True,
Venomancer.
true.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think Shadow Fiend is one of the best counters to Necro, because if he goes Ghost Shroud, you just raise him to death. And he
Just
can't do anything if you
insta-dead.
use him. Death Prophet. Okay. Death Prophet's an interesting one.
Silence for the Lifestealer is not always nice.
Yes, Silence is nice. Good for Earth
Long
Spirit.
silence.
Lots of nice strength heroes to take the health from.
Yep.
So yeah, okay. Ollie playing Death Prophet.
So it's Juju on the Earth Spirit and Roy's playing the mid.
Juju on Earth Spirit. Okay. Oh, Royd's mid Necro. Should be interesting. Predictions are up.
Well, they've got like the Maya Inca set on the Veno Earth Spirit.
Oh, good. Yeah, some synergy there. I like it. And they've got like a mask on the Lifestealer as well, so very thematic.
Thematic lanes, yeah.
Yeah. Royd's just like the most plain Necropose, nothing on it at
Yeah.
all. Got lots of cosmetics on the Dire team as well. So many massive masks. That's my favourite loading screen where everyone's like running forwards as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. What's your
36,
prediction
36
going for
switch.
this game?
My prediction, if I was allowed to predict, have a look.
I think I'm going Radiant. I think this Lifestealer is going to be good. I think the team are going to do enough to keep the Ursa off them.
It's Nat Lifestealer, then it is Jack Ursa. They're both very good players when it comes to cores. I think this one is difficult.
Agreed.
I'm not sure I could give a safe prediction there. I think the Radiant team comp has a lot easier damage to get off. Like, you've got Veno ult and Snapfire ult. Your support's hitting so hard. Earth Spirit as well. You just have a ton of free damage and Necrophos Scythe. I think actually the Radiant, I'd say their draft is a little bit easier to pull off and therefore a safer prediction. But I think the Dire, you know, if Ursa gets fed and you've got Ursa Lich, that's a pretty good lane combo.
For sure.
Then if the Ursa gets fed, I think the Radiant will just lose. So we'll see. Who betted 10? Yeah, I agree. Who bet 10 points? Don't bet 10 points, please, guys. I can't actually stop you doing that, but I just recommend you bet more than 10. Thank you.
Doesn't it return a percentage of like what you put in?
It does,
as
but
a-
if someone bets 1,000 and you bet 10 and those are the only bets, you still get all 1,000.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that applies less when at least multiple people
Yeah,
are
that's
predicting
true.
on each side.
What predicts onto the Dire?
Yeah, seems like they have faith in the.
Okay.
in the
Dire
Ursa.
have gone 5-man for the bot rune, so have Radiant. No, they haven't. Radiant have 2 people staying back, so you don't want to go in Radiant. You are massively outnumbered, and they are going to realise that and they're going to back off. But they've leveled up the Hoof Stomp. I think player 1, also known as Juju, is in a little bit of trouble. He'll go down. But Nat managed to snipe the bounty over there, so the Radiant still ended up with 3 bounties. But feeding First Blood to your Ursa,
Not worth.
yeah, I mean, he can now almost instantly get an Orb of Corrosion, if that's the route he wants to go. Maybe not quite, but...
No, he needs a fair bit.
But he can
yeah.
buy a Blightstone, for example, straight
can,
away.
he can get a Blightstone.
Or he can get the early boots,
Or
which
hat.
maybe against Veno is quite nice. I mean, Veno can slow you, right? But Veno has a 280 move speed, so the slow of his Poison Sting only sets the other player to his move speed. It doesn't even slow them. Like, look, Ursa moves faster than Veno with rank 1
with
Poison
Poison
Sting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite depressing. Oh, I've got to get the cameras on my camera script. So it does it automatically.
Stop it.
And here we go. First camera at Royd's.
Courier has been
Whoa,
selected.
the courier already
No
sniped.
king kick.
Nice.
All of corrosion or the Orb of Venom. That's kind of annoying for the Lifestealer.
Oh, he didn't start with Orb of Venom. He started with an early salve, actually. Rather than sending a salve, I thought you'd maybe start with Orb of Venom and send a salve rather than the other way around.
Probably, yeah, but
He was maybe thinking the harassment would be quite high in the early game.
yeah, they're also not on the new support meta philosophy where you just like all the support buys all the regen, right? Like all the tangos, all the salves.
My
Because,
favorite
Tango's
part of
on the
that is
cooldown.
they've tried to stop that meta like 50 times, and the latest change is another attempt at doing that by making shared tangos have a cooldown. Remember when you could just give the entire tango away?
Yeah,
And then they changed it so that it's shared tangos. Now they're giving shared tangos a fixed duration, and they still are just giving everything to their supports.
well, they took
to
off
their
the
cores.
cooldown. They took off the
The minute
cooldown between them. That's the issue. Is that you can now give like 5 in a row, and you can just keep using them.
That's true,
So
but
whilst they have a limited time, if you're in a duo lane, you can still just give the support can still just buy 12 tangos and give 6 of them whenever to the carry, and they don't have to wait
yeah.
a minute between each one.
Oh yeah, Wayfarer. Cam, I need to change that actually. I forgot the cam is now on. I'm
going
gonna
on
have to
back.
change that manually. A bit of a fight in the bottom. I think Veteran's gonna go down. Oh, one more hit. Denies himself to the neutrals. Very good play. He was thinking about it. Went for the smart play. Tom has gone for Blightstone. Blightstone Little Shredder is 6 minus armor. Have a look. Oh, Juju's gonna go down. The power of the Ursa and Lich.
It's because he's got a point in Plague Ward. I think if he had Gale there, that could be a different story. Plague Ward doesn't really do much level 1.
That's true, Ken. I think maybe I left Wayfarer cam on. I can't remember. I might have forgot to do it. So we're about to find out. I'll restart the list if that's the case when it goes one pass through. That's fine. I've updated my program. Let's have a look at mid lane. I haven't been looking at the last hits. 12 difference in last hits. No, 10.
Destruction.
18 last hits on Roids and only 9 on the Death Prophet. That's a massive difference. Roy's taking a lot of tower damage, but he is going to be okay. Bit of a fight going on here. Jack is fighting a level 1 Earth Spirit. Realizes he has to back off. Went for the Ring of Health. Rushed the Ring of Health. So now he can send for boots as well.
Makes sense against the Veno.
He's sending the Blades of Attack instead. He really doesn't value that move speed. Decides, no, I want 9 damage, which is quite good for Ursa. Level 3, he's only got 49 damage. Of course, Fury Swipes does add on to your base damage.
Yeah.
But still, Blades first is, that's like an Invoker meta.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the slows onto Dodge. He has to stun. Another slow coming out from Tom. I would have thought you'd maybe start with Cookie. But
I think
anyway.
you start with Shredder with someone like Lifestealer who's just going to run at them and right click because of the armor.
Oh, I agree, but I thought maybe after that you go Cookie, so you can Cookie the Lifestealer forward.
They're both good.
Yeah, the Snapfire's Scatter Blast is awesome. Look how much damage you do with Little Shredder. Ridiculous.
Oh,
Look at that
no-
trading. He nearly 100% to 0 Veteran. Little Shredder is
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
If Nathan had a point in Rage, I think they get that kill because he can easily dodge the saving stun from Dodge.
Oh, Jack is going
get
on to
level.
Miles. But now he's been slowed. The roll will not connect, but I think Jack's just going to be right-clicked to death. No, he's going to be okay. Oh, one
No,
more
he's not.
attack.
Kill. He's dead too.
There we go, deny.
Good
Hope
deny there.
gets the deny. And you get a free TP, don't you? Yeah, you still get the TP.
If
Even
you get
after
denied
deny.
by a teammate, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you die, you get a TP.
Well, I think there's some...
Oh, they're
like, you go
diving
for,
Oak
like,
now.
towers or something.
Oak maybe needs to run back closer to the tower. Frost shield on herself. Might actually get a kill onto Miles. Miles is the Fairy Fire, though. Is it going to be enough? Not quite enough damage. So they do manage to get a successful dive. Oh, but Jack just walks straight into Miles and gets the kill. Maybe not the location that he wanted to be in there. So I say that's worth, actually. Because the Ursa is on a killing spree.
Dodge going to go down?
Oh, it's close.
not.
Now it does use Rage to get away. Dodge is maxing out Double Edge. There's lots of ways to play Centaur at the moment. That's not a common one.
No.
You're either maxing out the Hoof Stomp or you're maxing out Retaliate and getting a few points in the Double Edge.
Yeah.
It hurts you a lot in the early game. That's the problem. It really hurts you.
Doesn't scale that well in the early game. Like, it does a lot level 1 already, you know? And the cooldown doesn't change. Getting 20% strength damage is meaningless early on.
Yeah, exactly. I'll change the camera thing later. Like once I've gone to the last camera, which is Dodge, then I'll restart the script. so that it doesn't show Wayfarer's cam. I made a mistake there. Oops. Having a look at last hits, we've got 30 on the Centaur, actually quite impressive. But Ollie is definitely struggling against the Necrophos. He is managed to hit level 6 as well though. Going for phase boots for profit. Has an early point in silence, did not take exorcism at level 6. Realizes that Necro is never going to leave the tower. Bot lane, another fight there. There was a bit of a rotation here. Juju's turned up in the bot lane. And they managed to get a kill. Wait, did Veteran just die?
Died to creeps again.
To neutrals. Yeah, he did die to neutrals again. We're just diving Doge under the tower though. Yes, he already has a Hood of Defiance, but what good does that do against life? So he actually gets a kill. Double kill there. But Nat will get the kill.
It looks like at some point Reaper's Scythe was used on mid, so it looks like maybe there was an attempt on Ollie that didn't quite land from Lloyd's.
Oh, that's good. Do you get TP if you die to neutrals? I think you might do. That's a good point.
Something like dying to Roche didn't give you TP or something. Yeah, if Roche kills you, you don't get a TP.
Bit of a fight going on here. Royce doesn't have his ult, so he wouldn't be able to get the kill. I think Ollie also should have raindrops, because they're so good against Necrophos. The only way you can do damage is Death Pulse, and you can block pretty much all the damage from it.
Yep, and you like the mana regen, so.
Second time, actually, Rex.
Oh, if he walks up now, he could get Reapers.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking for Royds in mid. He does have Reaper's Scythe. Ollie really needs to get some raindrops going. He's also got a bottle. He can heal himself up a bit. I don't know why he's being so patient with it.
He's saving it for the haste so he can actually use the haste, which he's now using to maybe go bot.
He can also bottle the bounty room. Royds is almost hiding, waiting for an assassination. Oh, Ollie's seen Royds. Death Pulse is going to land. And they managed to find a kill in the bot lane. Royds taken down yet again. Oh, every lane having a fight at the same time. Oak's pretty low. Sinister Gaze close to the tower. I think it's going to be enough for Jack to get a kill. Will Miles get a kill there? Nice. TP back to base on the safe side. I think that might have saved her life. Now Jack is going on Miles. Does he have enough though? He's played no overpower build, which is interesting. Another slow will land on Jack. Salve. I think Miles has this, but we'll see. He's still got 5 stacks though of Fury Swipes. He's got to be careful. Oh, Jack, no, just runs back to the tower, playing it safe.
I guess Juju's back, but...
Yeah, the fact that the Venom wards apply a slow is very annoying.
He's got a phase boost now, though, so he's feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, he's okay. Didn't quite commit with the Venomous Gale, didn't connect with Jack. Oh, Ollie has dropped his ultimate in mid. Royds is quite low. Royds' Reaper's Scythe was used again, but was there a kill? No, because he's 0-0-0. Royds actually going to go down. Oh, he just lives. I don't know why he's staying there on 1 HP. Keeps getting tickled by the exorcism. It's because he knows his team are ready for a gank. But Ollie's going to have so much heal coming. The heal's just run out, but I don't know if there's enough damage. Tom will cookie on top, but does not have anything. No mana for Lil Shredder. He does have a medallion. That's a lot of damage coming out from the tower. Thanks for that mana summon. Is it going to be enough? Draining a bit of health away. It will. They'll just about get the kill. That was a very manaless kill.
Yeah. But Roy's got the kill, so he gets all those Heartstopper stacks.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah, I went for the Hood this game instead of the Vanguard. It's very much a decision. You just get the ring and then you decide whether you want Hood or Vanguard. And just...
Yeah, Hood this game makes sense. Hood synergizes with Centaur anyway. Bit of another fight in the top lane. Looks like Miles is in trouble. Out comes Mortimer's Kisses, and Mortimer's Kisses will kill Oak. I think Jack's going to go down next, but he does have Enrage if he wants to use it. Nice use of Enrage. Blocks pretty much all the crowd control. Now Ollie's here. I think this spells the end for the Radiant. Silence just in case. The roll has a cooldown anyway of 2 seconds. Can Jack get a couple more hits in? They're trying to get in front of him, and Ollie will get the kill with the Crypt Swarm. Excellent fight from the Dire. They only lost Lich, but they managed to get 3 kills. And Jack, yet again, Jack has not died this game.
Yeah, you said if Ursa got big, that was how they just snowball and win. Well, it's happening.
It's happening. 10 minutes in, he's got the phase boots. He's got Claymore ready to go. He's very close to Battle Fury, way more than halfway. That Ring of Health, Claymore, and enough money for the Void Stone means he's only got 1,100 gold, and he's completely
should have it in about a minute and a half.
Whereas Nat, 55 last hits, he's also doing well. Pretty much keeping up with the Ursa. If we have a look at net worth, you'll find Ursa though. Yeah, Ursa is comfortably ahead, 1,400 gold ahead. And when you're a Battle Fury here, that is what you want. I think Oak has been caught out of position here. 3v1 gank, but she tanked the gank for the Ursa. And that's the important thing. They might be killing the Lich, but they are not killing this Ursa. And, you know, that's what matters. Is Necro going Radiance or Mech or something? I would have thought Mech with the way he's building. Yeah, I think Mech. Okay, just taking some of the XP from the Ursa, but Ursa's level 9. He is doing well this game. Doi just turned up top lane, but he is low on HP. Got to be careful. They just nerfed Centaur's level 10 talent as well. They are. We're going full in. He has used the Hood of Defiance. Kick away. I think the cookie. Don't know if it landed or not.
It did. It did. Mid kick.
Yeah, I thought so. Wasn't quite sure, but the power of Medallion of Courage and Lil Shredder, just so much damage to Centaur. Centaur, whose armor is only 7, and that's with phase boots. It's 7.
Yeah, and
it's
he's
so
built this
bad.
hood, and because he's against, you know, Veno and Snapfire, but then Snapfire pressed his little shredder and Medallion, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, I need that Vanguard.
He's on minus armor, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really tough. You kind of want both almost this game.
Yeah. Can't kill Roids. 101, he has got a mech. Mech is a nice item for Necrophos because you pop the Ghost Shroud and you use the mech. You've got a massive heal, like a 400 heal.
He could have Reaper Dolly there.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Still did.
But Ollie lives. Oh, he gets hit. But not quite enough damage. Tom, going to fire at the ult. Not firing it far enough. Oh, Ollie, nice positioning. No, Tom found it. Tom found him.
They put the sentry
Oh,
on the...
they pinged to show their sentry. Out comes a massive ult from the Lich, bouncing 4 or 5 times again and again, bouncing onto Roids. Is it going to be enough to get the kill? Huge double edge. Roids doesn't quite die, gets cookied away. And now Jack has turned up for the die, immediately kills Juji. Roids will be saved by the lifestealer, but Doige, is he going to go down? I don't think double edging yourself was the right play, but they'll still get the kill, even though Tom managed to pick up Doige. Great fight there. Let's have a look at the damage. 2,000 damage coming out from Lich and 1,500 from the Centaur as well.
And that's Battle Fury Possessed Mask flying out to Jackass.
Battle Fury and Possessed Mask, 13 minutes. Oh, and he's got the phase boots and the Orb of Venom, so it's not like he had nothing else. He also has a Windlace, so he is kitted out. And I think that's going to be the biggest problem for the Radiant. I mean, the rest of the Radiant are doing fine. They've got the next 3 spots in net worth. Ollie's not doing particularly well, and the Centaur, although he's had a lot of impact, not really that farmed. But how are they going to deal with the Ursa? That's going to be the question. Who has an Urn of Shadows? Is that the Earth Spirit? Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. Makes sense. Oh, wait. I'm going to just stop the cameras for now. So I need to restart my scripts now that I've changed the values.
Roll in on the Lich. Tanky Lich
Yeah.
though with the fuck.
Sinister Gaze. Yeah, she's basically baiting long enough for Jack to run in and get the kill. They thought Lich was an easy kill, and Lich only has a fluffy hat and a trusty shovel, so a little bit of extra HP, but max rank Frost Shield. Yeah, exactly. They think Lich is an easy kill, but alas. And Jack turns up and just deletes them.
They should have seen the ward placement, because that's the reason he rolled in the first place.
Have a look at the levels, player levels at them. Lich is bottom of net worth, but not lowest level, level 8. In fact, the levels are very, very close this game. Very close.
Yeah.
So that's the net worth is almost exactly the same too. So it's a very close game. Dire's advantage is that all of their net worth is on their POS 1.
And the levels, yeah.
Yeah, which is really nice because Ursa, he's going Sanjin Yasha next. I personally, I know Sanjin Yasha is great. They got a lot of crowd control, its damage, its move speed, etc. I might have gone Blink this game because there's so many slows and things that can get in your way. I'd be tempted just to try and Blink on top of the Veno or the Snapfire or something rather than run in with Sanjin Yasha. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a hard decision, I think, because Sanjin Yasha just does so much. So many different things. It does give you a bit of movement speed as well.
You've also got Centaur ult to go in with. That's really nice for
Yeah,
Ursa. Ignore all slows and just run forward. So maybe Sanjin Yasha is the right play. I just am a big fan of Blink on Ursa, and he might get it later.
Yeah, maybe he goes for it next. Become more independent later.
Yeah, go both, yeah. Yeah. Because Swift Blink is so good on Ursa. So good.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous
Because,
item.
like, no reason not to see that.
Now, Ollie is rushing Eternal Shroud. I don't like Eternal Shroud very much as an item on most heroes. I think it works on a few, like Bristleback. But I really don't like it because I think it's such a waste of gold. You're better off just staying at the hood and building a Yules on the Death
And
Prophet.
getting a pipe.
Yeah, or Pipe. Pipe is good because Pipe gives 40% magic resistance, whereas you only get 20% from hood, and they're basically the same cost. Why would you not pick the one that gives
And
more
it helps
magic
the
resist?
team against the Veno.
Yeah, it helps your team.
You know, Veno Fenno dumps all his stuff and you've just pressed pipe.
Well,
It's like, oh,
assuming Centaur's going to build pipe, I would just
no,
stick,
yeah.
I would just stick to
get
Hood. Just stick to Hood. Nothing wrong with Hood.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess the spell lifesteal for
I just feel like you
for
don't really need
Death
the
Prophet's pretty good.
spell lifesteal. No, they're the same. Eternal Shroud has a really expensive recipe as well. 1,100 gold in Eternal Shroud's recipe. So
1,500 for the pipers. They're pretty much exactly the same.
yeah,
price.
they're almost the same cost. Pipe is only 175 gold more expensive.
Yeah.
Like they're very similar in cost. And Eternal Shroud, great if you love spell amp. But I feel like, yeah, it's okay for Death Roll. It's not terrible. Centaur ult has been used. I wonder who that's for. Doige maybe just trying to escape from that. No one else makes any use of it. Let's not forget that his farm might be 3,000 less than life than the Ursa. The big problem is Lifestealer does not have any AoE. He did not go Maelstrom. And you don't go Battle Fury typically on Lifestealer, so he does struggle to get that same farm. Oh, we got in on Oak. Juju has found Oak and just gone in, but I think he's been a bit overzealous. And Oak is absolutely fine. Pops the Frosher, thinking about dropping the ult, but then just gets deleted by the power of the Mortimer's Kisses. Reaper's Scythe on Oak, I think, is a bit of an overkill, because now they don't have it for anyone else. Look at the damage he did to Veteran. Radiant, just endless amounts of damage. Yeah, poor Lich.
So much damage, level 1. It's absurd.
What does?
Mortimer's Kisses.
Oh yeah, it's done.
Incredible ability.
And we've already got the full Solar Crest out. I know Solar Crest did just get slightly nerfed in the last patch, but it's still -6 armor, slows the enemy as well.
Super worth it.
Really trying to take the tower down. Tower has gone down. We've got the full Guardian Greaves on Royd, so he's not going to be an easy kill.
Solar Crest is pretty much a must-buy on at least one support every game these days.
Even after the nerf, it's still...
Yeah. It's just that good.
It is. Rubik stole Scythe. Yes, he did. Well spotted. So Scythe of Vice, Reaper's Scythe, ready to go on the Rubik. I don't think it gets any spell amp though, does it? So, oh no, it does. I didn't even realize Reaper's Scythe scales with spell amp. Who? What? Well, that's been a lie. So it's 0.8 damage per missing health becomes 1 damage per missing health now. Okay, yeah. Well, spell amp works on Reaper's Scythe, so that's going to be a really deadly Scythe from Rubik. He's also got the Ether Lens already, so nice cast range for that. Oh, here we go, smoke gank. Jack's just running around farming, while the rest of the team smoke around him.
If Nat can rage this, we'll be
We do have Blink on Centaur. And it's max rank Stomp. Do they know he's there? They're pinging him. Blink, Stomp, they've got it. Do we have the silence? Follow up the silence. Pick him up. We do have the silence. Reaper's Scythe from the Rubik, and that is going to be the kill. Jack is godlike. He gets another kill, deleting Tom. Look how long Lifestealer is dead for. He did not expect to be ganked and then be dead for 70 seconds. While this Ursa, who's level 15, is just running around free farming. Nearly going for Basher next item. Finished the Sand and Yasha already. It also gets cast range and stuns longer. Yes, and he's got Ether Lens, 3 points of Arcane Supremacy, and the 10%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous. What's going on mid lane? Massive Lich ult. They're all on top of each other. Lich ult just bouncing over and over. Deleting 2 of their heroes. Miles manages to keep himself alive, but I think he's in trouble. These Lich ults have been huge this game. And bam, dead. Wish I caught a little bit more of that fight. I think one hero did manage to escape from that. That was Royd's. But that's 3 heroes dead.
Greaves? Or was it on cooldown?
What was that? Sorry?
Didn't use Greaves by the looks of things. Didn't want to save his team.
Yeah.
Also, he was silenced. I don't know. Seems odd. But I like that he's built a 4 staff. Just straight away recognizing we need to get away from this Ursa and just kite him because he's too strong to fight him now. We just need to kite him. And actually might be able to help his team with that. So yeah, I like the 4 staff pickup.
Yeah. I think 4 staff's one of those items which people do a bit too much of, oh, I'm a support, so I'll build it. And I'm a core, I don't build 4 staff. But sometimes you just need a 4 staff on a core. And you don't have to upgrade it into anything. It doesn't have to be a Hurricane Bite. Just a casual 4-star is fantastic on int heroes. I think it's Ursa's biggest weakness as well. He jumps onto you and you 4-star away, then you're safe pretty much.
Yeah. I guess the issue is maybe the Centaur ult this game can cover that. But
it can a bit, yeah. I would like to see Centaur get his talents for Stampede. Oh, they're a bit further up than they used to be. You have to wait till level 20.
Getting Ags as well.
Ags adds a second to the duration as well, which is nice. It also means you're reducing a lot of burst damage. You can use it while Reaper's Scythe's going down. Make that target take 40% less damage.
I think it's a really good Ags game for this Centaur.
I think Centaur Ags was already good and now it's become even better. because it's 5.5 second duration, entire global team, 40% damage reduction, run through cliffs. I mean, it just does everything, that ultimate, and it only has a 90-second cooldown.
Here's the other solution. Nat's almost got his halberd. Well, he should have his halberd next time he gets to a secret shot, which is another great way of dealing with Ursa.
It helps a bit, yeah. It's a good lifestealer item because you benefit from the spell lifesteal improvement and normal lifesteal improvement as well.
Yeah, it's just a way of like build a Sanj, and this is just
yeah, such as resistance. I know Heaven's Halberd doesn't quite give as much as Sanj and Yasha, but it still gives some.
Yep. And the evasion as well. 20% evasion is not bad against.
Yeah.
Against.
He's got an evasion talent at level 20, so you can stack them up if you want.
16% at level 20 is rubbish, but then so is 10% Ghoul Frenzy slow. So.
Yeah, 10% slow when you've already got all with corrosion.
And 25%. Like you don't need 10% extra slow.
No, not really. If it was like 25% extra slow, I'd be thinking, oh, maybe it's quite good actually. Now the Dire are just going to take pretty uncontested rows. There's Vision right on top. Now the Radiant, they are going to contest it. Deutsch blinks in onto Royce, but I don't think Royce is an easy kill, is he? The Lich Ult goes straight in, he 4-staffs away, but the Lich Ult is still bouncing. It's still bouncing that again and again and again. How many times it hit Royce? Like 5 times. Jack finally finds him, is going to get the kill there. This is not a good fight for the... Well, I thought it was not a good fight for the Radiant. Never mind, maybe it has turned into a good one. Radiant actually have used the buyback. Jack's going to go down. We're going to have to see a replay on that fight because the Radiant have really managed to turn that. And that turns up, gets the triple kill. And Ollie's, he's only level 14 this way. He's level 17 Lifestealer chasing him. I think he's in a lot of trouble. And that, he's just going to delete him. Reaper Scythe goes down. That's a full team wipe for the Radiant. We are watching
I don't even think Royce needed to buy back. I mean, he did, and he got the scythe, so maybe it's worth. But like, I think they could have won that without the buyback.
Let's have a look at what happened in this fight. Look, we have the massive Lich Ult going off. You think, oh, this is going really great, but Dire, they lose Lich, and then Nat immediately gets the second kill. So that's already killed 2 heroes. And yes, Ursa manages to get a kill, but he is very low, taking so much damage from the Venom ult. It practically killed him from full HP, Jack. But then he gets stunned. He goes down. There's a buyback as well. Full committal. Just excellent play from the Radiant. They really, really needed to win a team fight like that.
Into a Roche, that feels great for the Radiant.
It does, and look at Nat. He's just rocketed up in net worth. He's still behind Jack, but that is absolutely what he needed. A triple kill in the fight.
He's just finished his halberd. He's got 2,500 in the bank for whatever he wants next.
He's going for Satanic, which is an interesting item on Lifestealer because he has so much lifesteal. But then in the end, no, he changed his mind. Assault Cuirass.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to go for something else.
So more minus armor from Assault Cuirass and a bit of attack speed. Which is always nice.
Armor for your
Satanic
team
is standard on Lifestealer now. Well, Satanic gives you a self-dispel. It gives a lot of damage and a lot of healing.
Oh, can you dispel the silence from Death Prophet? That could be
You could, yes, you can, yeah. Oh, so that makes sense. So you can activate it and just immediately go into Rage afterwards.
Rage.
Yeah, that's cool. And what's Satanic's cooldown? I know they've buffed Satanic a lot. 25 seconds now only.
Yeah, I guess it's like that strength replacement for a for a Manta. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, in a way, yeah. Self-dispel. It's quite expensive, Satanic. 5,000 gold, whereas Manta is
4,600.
Yeah, okay, it's actually quite comparable. We have a fight here. Ollie's gone in, and immediately the Dire picked up a kill. This is time for them to fight. Lich going down. Gets deleted by the Lifestealer. Lifestealer is strong now. This is the main one. Tom getting a massive Mortimer's Kisses off right on top of Deutsch's head. But Veteran, he steals Mortimer's Kisses and he fires it back. Jack is in a bit of trouble. He does have Enrage up, manages to find a kill, but they cannot bring Nat down. Ollie finally decides to pop his ult. It's a 2 versus 2 at the moment. You've got Tom and you've got Jack, but Jack is 1 HP hiding away. Can they kill Ollie? That's the question. He does have his ult up. Nat then pops Rage, so Ollie can't drain him. Oh, here comes the minus armor. Massive minus armor. Ollie is going to go down. It turns out that actually Lifestealer is the problem. Just deleted Lich straight away, went straight for her.
Royce's career is following Tom. I think that was it was following Tom for most of that fight, I think. But yeah, good fight overall. And I mean, he still has Aegis as well, so
only 1 kill ahead, to be honest.
Really
though.
Scary.
He is scary. I mean, it was close. Dire did manage to get 3 kills as well of their own. Jack is still strong and managed to pick off Roids and Miles, but eventually the damage coming out from Venno. Oh, can't see Tom. Lots of TPs in. Can he fight Nat? Nat goes immediately with the disarm. Nat then realizes I need to TP out, but out comes the Basher. He does still have Aegis, but now he's in a lot of trouble. He's fast. He gets brought back. Sinister Gaze. He's going to go down. He's got nothing to do now. He swaps in his Quelling Blade, but to no avail. Rage is up for 3 seconds. He gets bashed immediately. Tries to keep himself alive. He's running fast. He needs to find a creep to get into, but there's no creeps. He does finally find a creep. But then the creep gets stunned, immediately killed. Nat comes out, heals himself up a little bit. He's buying a lot of time and space for his team, who are just running all over the place. But he'll finally go down. And that's the A just gone.
Unfortunate. Not expecting the basher.
Yes, but Ursa did build that and has had that for some time now.
Okay. He's not going the blink though. He says he wants a BKB.
Yeah, BKB, I guess. I think he's pretty much dying just from Veno. Like, Veno gets a bit of damage on the Ursa, he can't dispel the ultimate. And then by the time the fight's maybe gone for about 10-15 seconds, he's practically
The
dead.
Vetal and the Magnetized, the amount of tick damage.
Exactly. Like, he can't tank through it. He either could go Satanic, or he could go BKB. I think BKB is a really safe choice here.
Yep.
Can't neglect it. It's such a good item, this patch, BKB. And now Ollie has finished his Yules. That'll add to his survivability. He's nearly level 18, so Ollie's slowly catching up in levels. His net worth is a little bit lower than what he was maybe hoping for, and Ursa's still quite comfortably ahead. We don't
There's
count
an
Ursa out.
on Venomancer.
Well, we're going in on Ursa. Got the silence on him and the stun, follow-up stun, Reaper Scythe, and that's going to be the kill. He's dead for 2 minutes. Royd's ending a killing spree.
He got Scythe
Excellent game.
again.
He did
Royd,
get Scythe again.
Press Q. Press Q.
And the best part is, it's just a level 13 Rubik who gets to enjoy a max rank Reaper Scythe.
Yeah, and
Which-
it's absurdly
Yeah,
overpowered with all the buffs that he
it
gets.
is. Cast range of spell, but we're going for a kill on Ollie. Ah, but they can't stop him. No, they can, because they just roll into him. Keeping himself alive with duels, but not a lot more he can do. And Tom actually seals the kill by using the cookie. So that's 2 heroes dead on the die. Die definitely did not want to be facing that right now. Losing their
Yeah.
Ursa and their Death Prophet.
Yeah, I just want to point out Miles's item build. I think it's really interesting. He went Jules and E-Blade. Very anti-Ursa kind of thinking that. I really like it.
I like E-Blade on Veno because Veno is an agi hero at the end of the day. He does a lot of magic damage, so E-Blade's helpful. You can survive against the Ursa, you can save your team with it. Yeah, I think it's a good item. I'm a big fan of E-Blade on it.
Another 4-second
Nice
disarm.
stun into the
Yeah.
veteran. Brilliant play by Juju. We're going to do another roll. Out comes the Lich Ult, holding him in place in his game. That's a lot of burst damage, but not quite enough damage with the Reaper Scythe. It was very, very close. But it looks like Earthspit is going to wander away. Guardian Greaves used to get the heal up, trying to kill a courier, but unfortunately Lich does not have enough right-click damage for it, and now Royd's turning around. Basically on full HP. He has gone Kaya and Sanj.
Yep. I like that one, honestly.
Status
pretty good.
resistance reduction. Status resistance, that's good against Tinsley
Look
Gaze, the
at
Stomp, the Silence.
Every single one of those stats is good for
He
next
four-staffs himself in, really aggressive. Juju goes in as well. Out comes the Mortimer's Kisses. This is huge damage, magnetized as well. I don't think the Dark can do anything. Their whole team is silenced. They finally pop the Centaur ult, and Oak does manage to escape, but they're going to get the kill onto the Death Prophet. That is a massive kill. They only got 1 kill from that, but now they can take the tier 2 tower in peace, and they don't have to deal with Ollie.
Yeah, I think Kyra and Sanj is typically undervalued.
It used to be a bit rubbish, but I think maybe it's been buffed enough now, and Nat with
I think
the...
it's definitely good now.
They have to use the glyph. And that has the Assault Cuirass, Armlet, and Heaven's Halberd. He's also got a Mind Break, which is a fantastic item for Lifestealer. I think it's not looking good. What have we stolen? There are no wards. Plague wards are going to be a nice thing to steal for defending. Then you can have a Plague ward off. But I don't know if Rubik's ones get Poison Sting. Not sure about that.
I guess not.
You mean
I would
2
assume
point?
not,
You mean 7.29 Rex? Do you mean?
Yeah, I think so.
They buffed its mana regen in the last patch, mana regen amp. Then they nerfed the health regen amp.
Yeah.
So Radiant are just trying to take as many towers as they can. Radiant now have the solid lead here, but Ursa is still the strongest here. We've got a nice smoke gank. Are we going to find Tom? Tom has lifesteal inside him. The Stomp was used by accident. E-Blade being used to save Tom, and he four-staffs himself away. They're still going in on that. Out comes the Lich Ult. It's bouncing around. They're all really close, but the Ancients are tanking a lot of the bounces. Ollie's trying to live. He gets killed by Nat. Jack with the BKB. The Lich Ult absolutely bounced to maximum, but they still can't get any kills. Nat saves Juju by going inside him. I think it's looking all over for the Radiant. Nice play. Nope. How comes the Mortimer's Kisses and the Reaper's Scythe? This is a big turnaround, and Oak dies in pretty much 2 hits from the Lifestealer. That could have been anyone's fight, honestly. But the Radiant, they just held on long enough. No one was able to contest Nat. This is the problem. Nat
On the live stealer.
Nat cannot be brought down. And because now Open Wounds is a shard and not an active ability, and that his slow is passive, once he starts hitting you, you cannot escape. You've got to do something about his life steal. He'll just walk around and slowly kill everyone on your team, which is exactly what he did. We had a massive lich up that fight and big damage, but just wasn't enough.
To save him with that bonus 1,200 HP, allowed the Esprit to get a few more spells off before he died.
Yes, that was a great play from that.
It wasn't a defensive infest. He wasn't low. He could have just stayed and kept it right-clicking, but he decided to save his teammate to get him a few more spells off, which I think is really nice.
Yeah.
Wavy.
That was smart, really smart.
And now they're 2 racks down, which is tough.
Tough is the right way of saying that, yeah. It is tough.
Maybe 3, because this S is not back for another 40 seconds.
No buyback either.
Corrosion AC to just wail on.
And Lifestealer had much more of an impact than I was expecting. The attack from Little Strider coming out from Rubik is hilarious. And they're trying to go on that massive burst. Is it enough? Lich Art has been dropped as well, pulling them together. Nice Sinister Gaze onto Royd. The Lich Art is just going mental yet again, but they seem to be tanking it. Is it enough? Juju once again just takes that inside of nice use from Ollie, holding him inside the base. But do they have enough damage to kill him? No, they don't. Not without Ursa. They are fighting a 4 versus 5 in the first place, and now Ollie's going to go down. Can't see any way he escapes. He does have a wand, but the wand is just going to be nullified by the Spirit Vessel. Nice use of Glimmer Cape, but they drop a sentry, and Ollie is going to go down. If only they could wait for Ursa to come back. Ollie has to buy back immediately, and they are going to decide to back.
Fearful of the jackass Ursa.
Do they have a pipe on the Radiant? I feel like they must do, because the Lich ults are pretty much hitting maximum bounces. You know, if Lich can ever get level 25, I know it's a long way away, but then it's pretty much a free win at that point.
Half the bounces are going off of a raged lifestealer, though, so they're not doing any damage.
Yeah, okay, that's true. I think Veteran, he's walked outside the base, gets hit by the Reaper's Scythe. You felt that's an overcommittal. He does have buyback. Now there's no Reaper's Scythe for
yeah, they're like maybe there's a bit of a miscommunication. Maybe Max wanted to get a catch when they were backing, and people weren't ready or something.
It's looking a little tough for the Diana.
Yeah, and Royds is doing what I expected next, which is the Scythe, which should be even more kiting for the one piece of damage that Dire have, really.
I think Shrive Bias is an excellent item. Now we have a Lotus Orb on the Veno too. That's going to be great against Rubik Lich. They've just taken Roche again. Ag Shard. It's a free Ag Shard.
Give it to the Lifestealer.
Yeah, makes sense.
More kite.
Well, Open Wounds is a 50% slow. It doesn't slow as much as it used to, but he now has a built-in slow. But it's 50% lifesteal and 2% of the target's max health per attack. That is a lot, because that stacks up with the amount that you get with your passive.
Yeah, with Feast.
And we're rolling in. Oak's been quite outside the base, dies in pretty much 2 hits from that lifesteal. It hits so hard. Didn't even toggle armlet on. Another roll. Juju, he's been on point with these rolls today. Yeah, and here we go. There's the engagement. We have to drop the Centaur ult to try and kite them away, but Jack realizes he actually can't fight this. Ollie has dropped his ult. Is it going to be enough? Nat, he gets cookied in with the double stun. Yep. And now the Mortimer's Kiss is huge damage going on top. Ollie does keep himself alive temporarily, but as soon as he lands, he's going to be taken down. And I think that's going to be GG. Jack realizes, I just can't fight these heroes. Nice stolen Mortimer's Kisses from Veteran, but it's not quite enough damage to kill. Royce dies almost instantly. The minus armor. But Jack, he does run in, does manage to get a kill. He gets stunned. He's being stunned again, but he does have Enrage. The stun duration, 4-man stun there from Rubik. And he's going hard on Royds, but Royds, he just gets cookied away. Then he pops the Ghost Shroud, and then that will kill him. Another perfect roll, Reaper's Scythe. He's dead for 2 minutes, and that's going to be GG.
Yep, no it is.
First kill, by the way. Yeah, that was Miles' first kill. 0-5-23.
Oof.
Yeah, exactly. And the Ancient will explode.
Yeah, nice shot.
Have a look at the scoreboard for that game. The net worth was almost perfectly the same for about 27 minutes, nearly the entire game. But then the Radiant. And
then the team fights just blew up for the Radiant.
Look Look at Nat's increase in gold near the end. Like, he was consistently below the Ursa, and then there was a point where he just went straight up. And he ended up on top that game. Have a look at hero damage dealt, because that'll be an interesting stat. You've got Ursa was clearly the hero on the Dire team, but the Radiant, it was Nat himself just beating out Ursa. But a lot of damage being dealt by Necrophos and Venomance as expected. Who would you call MVP of this game?
I was just thinking about it, and I think the Snapfire. I think Tom on the Snapfire did a lot. He didn't die too much, kept himself alive. Huge damage with the ults in the early game. 31 kills out of the 37 participated in. Made a lot happen.
33.
And, 33, sorry.
33
yeah,
out of...
He was short of 4 kills.
Yeah, which is an incredible kill participation.
Yeah.
I know Ertebrit was also in 30, but you're right. Tom edges out in the kill participation, so he can have our MVP.